Angela Denning, and I'm here with Guy, Charlie. Charlie, it is hard to believe this is the 47th running of the Kuskokwim 300 sled dog race. I want to welcome everyone to KYUK's live race coverage at the K300 start line. We are coming to you from the frozen Kuskokwim River here in Bethel, Alaska. Taylor Finley is also here for KYUK helping us with our broadcast, and we want to welcome all of our Facebook viewers too. The K300 Race Organization is streaming all the action tonight and throughout the weekend, and you can find that on KYUK's Facebook page or on our website, kyuk.org.
Hello, Rival. I am kita put man Kuskokwim K300 isput sa mepo kan 47 reluting my pikadak pinakos ting si nirlu tama si ayun hat ko kan Kuskokwim gani mani mam tres ni Angela dan ngak kui ngasu kayaw Taylor Finley su ila chikam si mani kui ni ay ginikato kon Facebook Facebook rin kasani KYUK penitang wakit put K300 tami cari su ni chugni shoot chukun cari ni chuknalij.
Yeah, so Red Bull, there are 23 teams competing in this year's K300. The trail and the weather are looking, I'd have to admit, quite fantastic with good snow, temperatures in the teens and 20s in the forecast. Because the conditions are so good this year, the race trail is going to be running on the traditional race route. We're going to be going over some of those details, but basically it's going to be going upriver from Bethel here, up to Bogus Creek, and then on to the Whitefish Lake Loop to Aniak before heading back downriver.
My su 23 arut akfatakat matimas fakumi tinyarakun sa asperluni atakuk mai anik chaksu nailangana mi pokri su 20 degrees samaluni tak kauluni akfastat ayo puchet asperluni tumyaram sikana mi singanich timasagni mi tumyarakun ay chikut awa with Bogus Creek kamun kiting mengelikin situ Whitefish Lake anyaram spunung taman naturah kaul.
So the K300 race starts in half an hour at 8 o'clock, and just to give you kind of an idea of what's happening down on the frozen river here in front of Bethel, Musher trucks are spreading out here near the start line. Mushers and their handlers are preparing their dog teams. They're spreading out their gang lines, harnessing their dogs. They're starting to put booties on their dogs, lots of dog trucks spread out. But there's lots of room for spectators too. Again, if you look at the forecast, it's just unusually nice, I would say, from what we can normally see. Sometimes it could be clear ice, people skating around. Sometimes the river ice is in a situation where maybe we want to limit the number of trucks and cars down here, but none of that this year, right, Kai?
Well, there could be more and more people probably are going to be showing up pretty soon, and we got half hour more to go to have this race starting. The K300 aragnas sa samabgani ko ni Kagmi ay nirakat maay biglavargalutin pinusting awluksuki minakortutun maay company pinuchilrid awluksukin su kikiting pinuchtung sapakagaluki sapaki 23 arud may Kuskokwim K300 takkat amsatu akot fit jiwani akot fulut maguk jiwani K300 champion napsan at daw group kick-up akot kaksel 300 miles jiwan.
Yeah, 23 teams are competing this year. Many of them are experienced Iditarod veterans. There's also 2 former K300 champions in the mix. There's also one rookie this year who has never run a 300-mile race before, so that'll be really fun to watch. defending champion Pete Kaiser of Bethel is the team to beat.
Yeah,
I mean,
big
he is
size.
absolutely the team to beat this year. But it's not going to be easy. This 38-year-old local Musher has won the race 9 times. He ties with Jeff King for the most K300 wins. And he told KYUK that the last decade of his career has been pretty amazing.
My Lynden cockpit. Jeff King Lynden Khaluni K300 Tami Pilulima Martinez Kagumi Pulnikas Kagumi Paknalakskuni Liku Sali Piluni Nas Mutachi ang Ligas Mus Jab Uphold Street Sali Aignami Sali Finga Umiakni Jeffam Rekutaga Kiak Tukchigal Natskon Sali Finga Umiakni Pittingay Chuksuku Sali Nas Mutachi Ipagni Maya Taman Pitchik Nas Mutachi Manakani Rekuta Ashakumi Kani Tai Matan Abuchil Tamak Mga Umiaput Tayo Kunila Mga Sali Kachigunay Chikukunun Man Pishka Matinasi.
But it's not just Pete Kaiser that's experienced, it's his dog teams too. He says he has some old reliables this year, including his 8-year-old leader, Delmer.
And he's always helpful since he was a year and 3 years old, so he has not lost his step at all. He's just as good as the other one that's 8 years old, and so yeah, he's been on for so many times. You know the lucky with someone who's
Sali Maya Kazak Kimuktuk Tukani Nasum Rilong Kakimukchin Kimukchini Atulak Nimenik Tingalingat Fakul Kachil Kafti Tal Maram Rakumluni Amin Atakaluni Kazak Piluni Sali Chingani Kasku Mukapika Tiskamini Josuk Niluki Kimuktamal Ruk Kuk Ashakulut Dodgkin Sali Matnet Chini Luzakak Sanat Tamak Nikan Sali Taman Nasikuni Sin Pikakas Mini Ilpios Ashakulut Maya Sali Tunyarami Amskun Pishkulut Sali Nasmi Taksis Tiam Kaisin Pishka Matinimitirin.
The K300 race trail this year runs 150 miles upriver and back again. So it's going to start here in Bethel, head up the Kuskokwim River to the Greek River. It's going to go overland on a back trail to Tuliksak, then go on to Kalskag, where it takes a long loop out on the tundra to Whitefish Lake, then on to Antioch, which is about the halfway point, and then it's going to head back downriver to Bethel.
Sila K300 Tama Tumiak 150 miles at Kat Mukhtir Pitting Ayagan Litumam Tris Kuskokwim Gaguna Quiverak Azuka Harluku Tumiaka Kuntu Samanit Harlutung Kuskokwim Shutat Harlutung Tamakun Skakaman Charlie Ayagulutung and Yarak Kiskun through we've looking quite fish lake a much Nikun Charlie Utkisuting Tamakun Tumiarak.
So let's talk about another race veteran and a past champion in the field this year. That's 36-year-old Roan Bruiser of Talkeetna. He's the son of the 4-time Iditarod champion Martin Bruiser, but Roan has his own, distinguished racing resume. He has won this race, the K300, twice, but it's been a decade since we've seen him out here competing. Over the last 10 years, he got married, he had kids, and he told us that he learned to fly helicopters, and he says he wanted to get back into racing, so he started his kennel from his family's veteran bloodline.
It's pretty steady, so we'll see how they do. They don't really charge out of the gate and go ballistic at the start. They're just kind of business-like and pretty solid, kind of cohesive group. So they're just super fun to work with.
Charlie, kalawat kinabot da chingan ya coach tu Charlie su champion na pasuk tisik sangga sagulut buzra kalkit na kamiwa tunra stamak punut winas kumadi dua championship pam Martin buzra am tagamro nakka minik mai ataguluku tisni minas huluku kiti handa tak malahugun tagama kulmukhsutung coach paksait minik mai ayuk ni ay pakaluni Charlie Renarluni litna fuluni sahal kapgan tinayagan calakan fuluni tistiguluni akfat last minun ay nagluni sini timuk ilani su tamakut timuk ayuk sipiluni sumyo siluni timuk kaya sekalitung tiskait Charlie ayagas kuning kita mag sukat pa maskunaki tinrit kaitan na piluni Charlie ayaw kuchito stun sinun ayaw niluting masif lagi ayagas kag kuyita mana ang lanak chituluku totin Charlie.
So let's talk a little bit about the rules for this specific race. You know, every race is a little bit different. This K300 has a 12-dog limit. According to race rules, teams must start with at least 7 dogs in harness and then keep at least 5 dogs running at all times. Mushers cannot receive any help from their handlers, but fans can follow along. All the mushers are required to carry a GPS tracker on their sled, and that's going to help the race organization see any potential issues between the checkpoints. And there are also going to be race marshals out on the trail to oversee the rules, and several veterinarians to check on the dog's health at checkpoints. Another race rule says mushers must break for at least 10 hours over this weekend. That includes a mandatory 4-hour rest at the Tulipsack checkpoint, which is 50 miles from the finish line, and then mushers can choose where they want to take the other 6 hours. It just has to be declared at a checkpoint.
You've really my Allah putait first kada kiri tama piskutku ako lamalong chikku tinuktu kakau lutung Charlie tinuktu dai nakakau lutung 7 man tinuktu lutung Kuskokwim lutung Charlie tasiman tinuktu ay cari lutung kuyu kamang tinuktu rit
I'm helping with the live stream for K300. So this is
line here at 8 p.m. Teams will leave every 2 minutes in a duo. Teams 1 and 2, teams 3 and 4, teams 5 and 6, etc. It's going to be a lot of fun here. We've got a crowd slowly showing up here. I think it's going to fill in around the chute here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. But we're about 15 minutes from start time right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the weather, the trail, the sponsors, and some other things, but thanks for coming out. It's an absolutely beautiful night for a dog race, 10 degrees and calm. In all the years of this race, this is about as nice as it's ever been. This is perfect mushing weather and perfect spectating weather as well. Thanks for being here on the river with us.
Perfect trail conditions as well. We're told that the trail conditions are good all the way to Antioch from here.
Of course, right at the conclusion of this start, about 8:30, 8:40 in that time frame will be the fireworks display right here on the river. They're setting up across by the sandbar just a little bit southwest of us here. So as soon as the last musher leaves the chute, be sure to hang out with family and friends and enjoy the spectacular fireworks display put on by the K300 Race Committee.
Been some pretty tight schedules to meet because of the fog this week. Two teams that are going to be going out today, their dogs didn't arrive until this afternoon at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. And they're here and ready to race, even though they were held up in Anchorage for a couple of days. And also the fireworks were held up. The fireworks are going to be put on over there 20 minutes after the race leaves. And they arrive this evening.
Yeah, I'll tell them that we're live.
We'd like to recognize some important sponsors, as always, of this dog race and the K300 Race Committee. Alaska Commercial Company, Crowley, Uncommon Pizza. I enjoyed their pizza last night during the Musher meeting at race headquarters. First National Bank of Alaska, GCI, Northern Air Cargo, Alaska Airlines, the Longhouse, Ryanair, and the Lynden Family of Companies. Thank you to everyone who makes this race possible. Put on, other than the one employee, race manager Paul Basil, this is entirely volunteer-driven. All the folks down here in the chutes helping out. We're going to see an exciting community event pulled off successfully. So thank you to all of our hundreds of sponsors
Hey, we're alive!
and volunteers.
Woo!
The Kuskokwim 300 has a purse of $200,000, which money per mile is by far the richest purse in dog sled racing.
Did you want me to get closer to the finish line in the light, or is this a good spot?
So this year's trail runs up the Kuskokwim River. Leaves the river up the Tulipsack River and goes through Little Bogus and Big Bogus. Drops back onto the Kuskokwim halfway between Tulipsack and Kalstad and continues up the river to Kalstad. About a 100-mile run from here to Kalstad will be on tonight. Then they go up the river to Aniak. They return from Aniak on the Whitefish Lake loop back to Kalstad. And then back down the river to Tulipsack and home. Back down the river. we're now in the drone era. A solid decade now we've had drones over the starting line. We've got some long-time volunteers on the river tonight. Manning the starting chute. We've got Fran Rich and Grant Fairbanks. They've been helping out this race for a long, long time. Of course, K300.org is where you can go on your smartphone, your iPad, your laptop. Get on K300.org and follow the GPS trackers all weekend to see where your favorite mushers are on the trail. I was born in 81 and I missed a year of college and maybe one other one at some point. So almost there, but not all full. About 7 minutes to the start, folks. A couple other sponsors here, folks. Of course, the Longhouse Hotel is a great headquarters for the race. Stop by there if you want to see the updates put up on the dry race board all weekend. If you're not keen on just looking on your phone and refreshing over and over. Napa Auto Parts, Alaska Marine Lines, and of course, 47 years in a row, Inksman Law Office has been a sponsor of the Cusco 300. Thanks to Inksman Law Office for supporting the Cusco 300 and all the affiliated races for a long time. Every year, 47 years. Yeah, seriously. We're happy to have KYUK covering the race. Of course, if you follow the news, a few months ago there was no guarantee that public radio would be funded to be able to carry events like this for local folks in Southwest Alaska. But the race flew up Ribo Shore and Angela Denning this year so they could continue the coverage that we've become accustomed to over the last few decades. So thanks to KYUK for being out here. They're sitting in the truck there at the start line, and of course Ribo will be on the radio with hourly updates all weekend. Thanks to them for coming up this year.
Be sure to remember the Akiak Dash starts here tomorrow at noon. 12 o'clock starting time for the Akiak Dash.
And the Akiak Dash course is a mass start. Very exciting. Whole bunch of teams lined up and they all start at the same time, right at noon. So come down here with family and friends, check that out. It's something to behold. We've got 5 minutes to start. 2026 Cusco 300.
This year the Kuskokwim 300 pays 25 places. There are only 23 teams racing. All you have to do to win money is finish the race.
It's a good weather forecast this year. It's supposed to be beautiful all night tonight and tomorrow. There's a chance tomorrow evening, maybe some mixed preset. No big storms or anything like that, no big winds. And the reports from upriver are the trail has set up beautifully for this race. We got 4 minutes. chocolate chocolate. Free hot chocolate. And some nice warm cake there.
Defending champion, and he's up to win again this year. If he wins, the first place prize, $30,000.
Number 10 would make him the king of the Cusco with 10 wins. Pretty incredible accomplishment if he is able to pull it off. Alright, that's 2 minutes. We have our first 2 mushers in the chute. Bib number 1, please welcome from Seward, Travis Beals. Travis is 34 years old, mushing out Turning Heads Kennel with 60 dogs. His career highlights include 5 top 10 finishes in the Iditarod and a 3rd place in the K400 in 2024, sponsored by Seward Helicopters and Turning Heads Kennel. Says he races to the delights of the trail with his dogs. Bib number 2, from Esker, Alaska, please welcome Josh McNeil. Josh is 31, mushing out a Crooked Creek Kennel with 35 dogs. Finishing the Iditarod 2021 and the Cusco in 2023. He is sponsored by 907 Oil and Brian I. Creative. He says he races because it's the best vacation there is. Good luck to Travis and Josh. 1 minute. 1 minute to start of the 37th round of the Cusco 300. There was Josh McNeil, bib number 2, hanging on the chute there. Right behind him, Travis Beals, bib number 1. Our first 2 mushers on the trail in 2026.
Travis has a trailer he's pulling. Undoubtedly, he's got 1 or 2 dogs in that trailer. They get a little rest. And the rest are pulling as he rotates his dog in and out of the trailer. These 2 partners.
All right, our next 2 mushers, please welcome bib number 3 from Nana, Emily Robinson. Emily is 18 years old, mushing out a Robinson Racing Kennel with 40 dogs. She's a 4-time junior Iditarod champion. The first person to win the race 4 times. She loves to mush. She said that's her reason for getting in this sport. She's sponsored by Northern Air Cargo. We got 1 minute, 1 minute.
Sometimes you see the teams take off together and then they kind of come out of the trail. Other times you see one stay behind here to avoid any needs to juggle the lineup as they move off the trail.
Next to shoot, please welcome bib number 5 from Owasso, Oklahoma, Aiden Koshalek. Aiden's 26 years old, mushing out of the Reddington Kennel with 60 dogs. His career highlights include competing in the Connect 100, Connect 200, and the Copper Basin 300. He is sponsored by Reddington Mushing, and he finishes because there's nothing else I'd rather do. 1 minute. 1 minute. Bib number 6 in the shoot. Please welcome from Connect, Ryan Reddington. Reddington, 43 years old, also out of Reddington Musher Kennels with 60 dogs. He's a 2023 Iditarod champion, Bear Grease champion 2018 and 2020, and he won the Kovac 440 in 2019 and 21. He is sponsored by Pet Legal Group. Both teams here, Aiden and Ryan, mushing out of Reddington Kennels. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Ryan Reddington and Aiden Koshalek on the trail. Episode 47.
You can always spot Ryan on the trail. He's one of the few mushers that dresses himself and his sled all in green all the time.
Next to the shoot, bib 7 and 8. Bib number 7 from Cantwell's, Cody Strait. Cody, 48 years old, and a Squid Acres kennel with 33 dogs. Career highlights is running the Copper Basin many times. His best finish was second in 2025, and last year in his first race, he finished third. He says his reason for mushing is he loves the challenge, the scenery, and playing with the dogs. He's sponsored by Pacific Adventure Laws, Pet Dance Trucking, and Woodland Wellness Center. 1 minute. 1 minute for Cody, and also bib number 8. Originally from right here in Bethel is Jessica Flako. Jessica, 35 years old, and a Tailwind kennel with 20 dogs. Her highlights, racing in 2019 and 2020 Iditarod. So she raced in 2024 with Baby Luke. And she's run the Cup 40, 21, 23, and 24. 30 seconds. 30 seconds for Cody and Jessica.
Cody on this side, one of the teams that didn't arrive here with his dogs until this afternoon.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Here goes Cody Strait. Right behind him, Jessica Flaka.
Mommy, can we go?
Sorry, what did you say earlier? I could not hear you.
All right, 2 more teams coming in the shoot. Bibs number 9 and 10. Bib number 9 from right here in Bethel, Alaska. It's Pete Kaiser. Pete, 38 years old, 9-time K300 champion at a Kaiser Racing Kennel with 35 dogs. The 2019 Iditarod champ. 2023 Iditarod runner-up and 14-time Iditarod finisher. 1 minute. 1 minute for Pete. And also bib number 10, Anna Barrington from Quebec. Anna, 41 years old, mushing out of Season Double Sled Dogs with 33 dogs. She has 13 Iditarod finishes to her credit. She also is racing and raising a competitive kennel with her twin, Christy Barrington, is the highlight of her mushing career. She has a long list of sponsors.
I think we have another long-time attendance. One Kaiser that will never start for every team we enter. He's standing right there. Hey, Ron, wait a minute.
20 seconds. 10 seconds. Barrington. Good luck.
Hannah's twin sister had raced here before, but this is Hannah's first visit to Buffalo as a racer.
All right, moving on to bids number 11 and 12. Bid number 11 from just upriver in Akiachuk. Please welcome Charlie Chingliak. Charlie, just 17 years old, racing out of Chingliak Racing Kennels with 17 dogs. His career highlights include a third place finish in the Akiak Dash and 13th place in the Bogus Creek 150. Charlie is sponsored by Donlin Gold. He says he mushes because he loves dogs, loves nature, and being on the trail with his best friends. We've got 1 minute. Bib number 12 in the chute from Willow, Lev Schwartz. Lev, 46 years old, mushing out of Team Ollie Kennels with 30 dogs. He's run many races, including the K300 and the Iditarod. And he says his biggest mushing achievement is staying married. He also says he mushes because self-flagellation is a hobby. 30 seconds for Charlie and Lev. Lev is sponsored by 907 Solar.
This one's tangled.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Give us Charlie Chingliak and Lev Schwartz. Our next two teams are not in the chute yet. We're going to introduce them because we're short on time. Bib number 13, former Iditarod champion, Roan Boozer. Roan now living in Talkeetna, 36 years old, out of Susitna Sled Dog Adventures. He's an Iditarod finisher, two-time K300 champion, Knik 200 champion. He's also run the Kobuk 440. He says he mushes because he loves spending time on the trail with some of his best friends.
I think I spotted another person who's been at every start for 47 years, Bev Hoffman, right over there.
1 minute. 1 minute for Roan Boozer, and also bib number 14 from all the way in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada, is Aaron Peck. Aaron, 46 years old, mushing out of Elevation Sled Dogs. He's run 2 Kuskos, 10 Iditarods, and he's a former Wyoming stage stop champion. Aaron says he loves dogs and the people on the trail.
Aaron and his dog only arrived here this afternoon.
30 seconds. 30 seconds for Roan and Aaron.
Oh my goodness.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There goes Roan Boozer. Right behind him, Aaron Peck. Good luck, Roan and Aaron. Next up, we have bibs 15 and 16. Bib number 15 from Two Rivers is Lauro Eklund. Lauro's 29 years old, mushing out of Skookum Expeditions Kennel with 38 dogs. His career highlights include running the Iditarod in 2024 and 25, the Kobuk 440, Copper Basin, the Quest 300, the Quest 550, and the Two Rivers 200. He says he mushes because of love of the trail. He's sponsored by the Alaska Trappers Association, Alaska Ice Field Expeditions, and Rod's Guide Service. 1 minute. 1 minute. Also, bib number 16 From Big Lake, please welcome Sim Smith. Sim's coming up to the chute right now. Sim, 49 years old, from Mushing, Alaska Kennel. He has several mid-distance race wins to his credit. He says his greatest mushing achievement was camping with the kids. And his reason for mushing is I love to share the passion of mushing with my kids. 30 seconds. 30 seconds for Laurel and Sim Smith. Sim is sponsored by friends and family and Smith Brothers Tree Removal. Good luck, Laurel Eklund and Sim Smith. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There's Laurel, right behind him, Sim. Next up, bibs 17 and 18. We've got about 1 minute till they have to depart. Bib 17 from Two Rivers is Joanna Weber, 31 years old at a Motley Crew Kennel. She's raced the K300 and Copper Basin. She enjoys traveling new and old trails with her team and says it's fun watching them come together. She's sponsored by family and friends. Bib 18 is Sam Paperman from Turning Heads Kennel in Seward. His career highlights include the Junior Iditarod, Willow 100, T-Dog 200, and Kobuk 440. We've got 30 seconds for Joanna and Sam. Sam is sponsored by Metco Alaska and the FV Chandeleur. Joanna Weber and Sam Paperman.
You said that was for Emery?
10 seconds.
Okay, just checking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There was Joanna and there was Sam on the trail in K347. All right, next up, bibs 19 and 20. Bib number 19, mushing out of Black Spruce Dog Sledding in Fairbanks, is Katie Jo Dieter. Katie Jo, 39 years old. Career highlights include the Copper Basin 2020, 2021, and 2025, running Iditarod in 2022 and 23, and the K300 in 2024, when she finished in 6th place. She says she enjoys spending time in the beautiful wilderness with her talented dogs. 1 minute. 1 minute for Katie Jo, and also bib number 20, her husband Jeff Dieter. Jeff, also from Fairbanks and Black Spruce Dog Sledding, 37 years old, 50 dogs in their kennel. He says he mushes because he likes dogs and doing things the hard way. They're sponsored by the John Burgess Ranch, DogBooties.com, Gold Daughters, Stone Age Technology, Sound Ideas, Norman and Marianne McClure. 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Remember, Katie, that's Grant Fairbanks right behind you.
All right, we've got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Jeff Dieter and Katie Jo Dieter. the K300 trail.
Hey, Mike Williams, have you been here for every start?
Mike Williams, you hear us? Have you been here for every start of this race? 47 years? He has. He is nodded his head. There's another one.
There's about 5 of us so far that have been here for every race.
It's good we mentioned Mike because next in the chute, bib number 21 from Akiak, Mike Williams Jr. 40 years old out of Williams Racing Kennel. His career highlights, he's won many local races in his time as a musher. He's a top 10 Iditarod finisher, second place in the K300, Akiak Dash runner-up twice, and a Bogus Creek champion. 1 minute. 1 minute. Mike says he mushes because it's a lifestyle, and the prize money in our area has been good, so I take winters off from work to train and race. He loves it. Also in the chute, bib number 22 for Willows, Wade Mars. Wade, 35 years old, at a stump from Kennel with 40 dogs. He has multiple top 10 finishes in races throughout the U.S., including 5 top 10 Iditarods. 30 seconds, and 3 top 10 finishes right here in Bethel in the K300. Wade says he races because it's the best vacation there is. Good luck to Mike Williams Jr. and Wade Mars. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There is Mike Jr. Folks, on to our last musher in the chute, bib number 23. Please welcome from Nenana, Bailey Vitello. Bailey's 28 years old, mushing out of Team Bailey with 70 dogs. His career highlights include the Iditarod in 2023, 24, and 25. Last year, he was most improved musher and in the top 5. He ran the Cusco in 24 and 25 in 14th and 10th place. The Kobuk in 23 and 24, where he won the Humanitarian Award. 1 minute for Bailey. The Copper Base of 20 and 23 in the LeGrand Odyssey.
I gotta say, we've got some hardcore fans. There's a gentleman over there with a lot of hats.
I think that's Aaron, manager of Uncommon Pizza, with no hat on. He's tough. From Philadelphia. Seconds, Bailey, 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! There goes Bailey Vitello, the 2026 Cusco 300, the last musher on the trail. Again, folks, go to k300.org. You can follow all these folks, men and women, with the spot tracker all weekend long as they go up the river and down the river. You can see where they're at in real time.
Where should we go now?
Also, Facebook Live will be broadcasting from the 3 checkpoints. Check that out. Live status updates all weekend, but k300.org is where you'll find everything. Check it out.
Andy is off being the race marshal up front. Like, down here, sitting up the
Again, the fireworks will start here in about 10 to 15 minutes. They'll be launching from the sandbar just southwest of us, so find a cozy spot. And please enjoy. We'll see you guys back here Sunday morning for the finish of the K300. Don't forget tomorrow at noon, the start of the Akiak Dash right here in the river. Have a great evening.
All right, the 47th annual Kuskokwim K300 is made possible by the Alaska Marine Lines and the Lynden Family of Companies, as well as all of our amazing supporters all around the YK Delta, the state, and the world.